Well, that was a sure fun morning. Hey, hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Friday edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. Hey, hey. So, literally, I'm sitting here getting ready to hit the go live button, and the studio goes dark, and then it comes back. So, we got a little brownout action going on. Everything flickered, went out, lost everything, whatever. Internet had to come back up, so everything had to reboot. Um, it is definitely, it's definitely not good. It was night that was going on here, and because it took 10 minutes, whatever, to come back, guess what happened? It deleted all the broadcast because we couldn't go everywhere, so we had to redo it, and the mic needs rebooted. Awesome. All right, so let's try that and see if we can make that go because that was what it was. And now let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. Let's see. You, sir, everybody, let me know. Sound better? Worse? Same. Awesome. Recap the story. Right when I was getting ready to hit the live, power went out. Hey, it's 137 degrees outside, and things are going to happen because it says it's 85 degrees out at 8:52 a.m. So we should be doing good. All right. Yeah, we'll get things back to normal here. That's right, Jerry. Never stop trying. What's up, Chuck? Good morning, Kelly. Happy Friday to you too. Lisa, good morning. Yes, Curtis. I don't know. We'll see how good of a morning it is. Right? I went to Chicago and see what happens. That's not even the worst of what happens. Car made some noise on the way home or on the way there, and something's up with it. My gut tells me that there's a major problem. So our normal shop, the earliest that they could get us in was August 1st. So we had to call around and was able to get another shop on Tuesday because, that's not fun. I don't want to go that long. So, yeah, we'll get that figured out and see what it is. I think there's a major problem. So we get that. Jose, good morning to you. I think it's the mic usually screws out. It just does that thing. It just what it is. And good to see everybody's back in here. Good morning. Bad sound. All right. Good. But yes. Better. Perfect. 10 out of 10. All right. Perfect. Much better. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Dennis, thank you. Vicky. Can't hear voices in and out. Yeah, I think we're just having issues with it. I think that's the big thing. We're just having issues this morning. So, morning mindset. Here's what I need from you. Your 5 things that you're going to accomplish today. Mine is just get back in order. We really were looking hard at going at Shirt Labs today and making a Chicago trip. Staying up there yesterday, doing that last night, going today. But we just have so much going on to take 2 days out of production this week, and then next week there's a possibility. Corey leaves on Wednesday, so that means shipping is going to fall on me for a lot of the week next week and then the beginning of the next week. So it changes up how I'm doing production on stuff. So it was like, okay, I need to get as much done out the door before she heads out. We were trying to make another run up to Chicago on Monday. I'm supposed to find out about that. So next week is going to be a crazy week there. I'm like, man, to take more time off, I'm just not sure if I could do it, especially all day. So I'm having some issues of FOMO because it was only 3 hours away, and there's really now. I don't know. I hope it is a great show, but at the same time, or a great presentation, great event. But man, I feel like I'm really, really missing out on that. It stresses me out on it. Lisa, I have a decent sized order coming your way. Awesome. I love it. I'm going through. So here's my 5 things I've got to do today. I've got to catch up on emails because, everything that came in while we were gone yesterday, and then stuff from Wednesday night, and then stuff from today. So I got to catch up on that email for transfers. So transfers that I have in the pipeline that are printing today, there's DTF transfers printing, there's printed HTV transfers printing, there's printed glitter HTV transfers that are printing. Open quotes that I know I have to quote out today. There's a koozie order, there's a cup order, there's a shirt order, there's a transfer order, and then there's a new store that I've got to quote out. So those 5 are the top ones on that. I've got the bundle drop today at 2 p.m. that I plan on having everything ready to go before we left. I didn't, so I decided to take the time. It was Hudson's birthday Wednesday night, so we did a lot of that, and it didn't work. And now I'm paying for it today because we weren't here yesterday. So I need to get those printed out so I can show you, because that's at 2 p.m. today. 2 p.m. the Christmas bundle is dropping, so we're doing Christmas in July, and we're going to combine the two. It's a beachy bundle, so it's a beachy Christmas bundle. Works because we're in summertime and it's Christmas in July, so that's dropping at 2 p.m. today. And then I got to order supplies. I usually try and get stuff ordered on Thursday, but wasn't here yesterday. So we're doing that today. So it just kind of throws a lot in the works there. So my 5 things: emails, printing transfers, quotes, bundle drop, orders. Those are my 5. What are your 5 things you're going to do today? Remember, let me know who you are, if I don't know who you are, because sometimes screen names, whatever, where you're at, what's in your cup, how's the temp? Like I said, it's effing hot already. We are going to recap ASI on Tuesday with Todd. There's a lot of really cool products that I've seen, and I think there's a lot of cool things that we will be able to offer you, so you don't have to be a member to get that. We'll be able to pass those on to you so you can offer those to your customers. One of the big things that I saw at a couple different places on the embroidery side was ornaments. And I'm like, I had never seen that before. Now, I know some people said, yeah, I did it, and it didn't really move for me. Well, I talked to a few other people, and they're like, yeah, we kill it on embroidery ornaments. And I'd never seen it. So I'm totally fascinated by it. So if you're an embroiderer, have you done ornaments? Have you done, you taken your patches and turned them into ornaments? I need to know. I want to know more about this information, because it was just so cool. So me first. Yeah, absolutely. Lisa, you first. 100%. You will be the first Lisa Schmidt that I get to today. I 100% guarantee that. Yesterday. In fact, yesterday when we got new headshots taken. So the cover photo of this will be switched. And I don't know why. Traditionally, I'd always did a cover, what did I just say? What is that damn thing just called? Totally slipped it. Totally slipped that. The photo. Jesus, tell me what it is. Somebody in the comments tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, because headshot, that's what it is. I always take it without a hat on. And yesterday, after I was done, and Jen looked at me and she goes, you weren't wearing your hat. I'm like, I don't headshots. And it was because up until this point, all of my professional life, I didn't, I'd wear a hat every time I could. But, when it came to business wise, I couldn't wear one. So everything had me without one in it. And people are like, that's not you. You are with a hat. So she made me jump back in there and get one with your hat on. So we'll be able to change up this picture here. And yes, I will be able to put that in there. So new one there. Thanks, Jen, for that. Yes, I replied to that, Jose. I'm pretty sure I did, because you'd sent it over. You sent me the pictures of it, and I think I was asking, was that stuff come from DTF Kingdom? Is that where it came from? Because I'm almost positive I replied to you on it. I need to do what you do and put my times up for the day. Absolutely. We try and schedule our day as much as possible. Like today is going to be a crazy day. We've got a lot going on. So we like some morning mindset. We like to keep short, sweet, simple, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes it goes longer when we get a great conversation, but we've got a busy day here. And it's going to be split because of that 2 p.m. drop. So I've got stuff to print. I'm going to take all the small stuff because I'm looking at it here, and there's easily a couple hundred rolls, a couple hundred feet of stuff that I need to have before that. There's also some test stuff in there that I need to do. And then, there's it's a busy day. Kelly's top 5. She's got order supplies, quotes, T-shirts, cups, and stickers. Design a couple things. Play with my new toy. Yes, because you got your laser, didn't you? Yeah. Don't set anything on fire. The first time it happens, scares the shit out of you because that's what happened to me. You may ask how many people working for me. 2. That's it. Sometimes 3 or 4. But full time, always in the business, is myself and my wife Corey. That's us. We're small business here. We do it all, and then we can get the kids to join in and help when they're able to. We'll bring people in when some orders require it. Sometimes when a couple of the kids, when they want to make extra money, they'll come in and they'll fold shirts, they'll press shirts, they'll package things, they'll do that. The little kids like doing rhinestone stuff. So, they'll brush stuff in there, which is totally not cost effective because even though they're free, they take forever at it. So it's more of a play thing for them. But nope, just me and the wife, and we go full time on this. And this is it. That's why I said, you can run a business by yourself, just a heat press. You can do it. People are like, I need a team. I need this. Just get started. Just get out there and get after it. You can do a six-figure sales easily by yourself. You just need to set that goal and get after it. That's all you got to do. Good morning to you, sir. Did I fill my carts at ASI? Not a whole lot. What was really surprising is, it's been a couple of years since I've been to ASI, and I think this one was about a third the size. If Renee is here, maybe she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this one is about a third of the size as previous ones that we went to. And with that, it was only, we were able to get through it, lickety split. Wasn't nearly as many tents and banners and koozies and cup printers as that was there last time. And so that was the thing with me is I'm like, oh, look, there's more tents. Oh, look, there's more of this. So it was, it got repetitive, and I think I really got bored with it the first time. This time, saw a really good mix of products, things offered, had some really great conversations with people. I saw some stuff that I thought, that's really cool. And then I looked at the price point. I'm like, that's really not cool, because to get it at this, what's your price point on it? There's some stuff that I thought might have been a little, more than what it needed to be. One of the big things that we noticed was that a lot of the quantities have come down. It used to be where, it was, 1,000. 500, was about maybe the lowest you could get on stuff. And we were seeing stuff, whereas, you can just get, 12 if you'd like that. It's going to cost you more, but you can do that. So there's a lot of that. I also saw production times. There was some production times before. I remember being, 4 to 6 weeks on stuff. It would seem production times come down drastically on it. And COVID changed a lot of that. Hey, here's how we got to run our business. Here's what we got to do. We got to make stuff smaller. We got to make things faster. So it was really cool to see that. So Tuesday with Todd, we're going to talk about the fun, cool stuff that we saw there. That'll be that show. Got some good samples on things. Going to order. I got to send emails in to get more samples of stuff. So it'll be, it'll be a great thing. Great time tonight. Oh, look at that. Smoke a brisket for dinner party night. We're just stopping there. Smoking a brisket down. It's already on the smoker now. Like my brisket, when I go low and slow, takes forever. We're talking, 14 to 18 hours. I did do a brisket hot and fast. Dude, I'm sold on hot and fast. So hot and fast, I had a brisket done in I think it was 6 hours, maybe 7. I don't think I'll ever go back to low and slow. I mean, if I have time just to screw around all weekend and I can just throw it on. And that's the great thing about our gravity fed, or if we run it through the pellet smoker, it's just a set it and forget it type of thing. But if I decide I want to eat a brisket, dude, we're hot and fast in that bad boy. Let's see. Yep, that's where you got it from. Okay, cool. Good to know that. And listen here, Miss 100,000. Way to go. So if you haven't heard, right? So we were, what day was it? Was it Monday? Monday when you started to take off, or was it over the weekend? What day was it when you were at it? Just kind of exploded overnight, and I'm like, hey, listen, by the end of the week, you're going to have 100,000 followers on Instagram. I see the way the trend is going, and you're like, no, it's slowing down. It's not going to happen. And then even yesterday, you know. What do you consider the end of the day? Well, the end of the week is Saturday. I said, but you're going to hit it tomorrow. It probably hit it late last night, early this morning. And so now, congratulations to 100,000 on Instagram. Can you drop the link? Yeah, you should be able to drop the link in here so that way others can see it. Go check her out. Talk about some amazing tutorials, quick, easy, best part, free. Anytime we can help out our fellow community with free stuff, telling you that's where it's at. But 100% congratulations. It was so awesome. I was so vested in it. I'm like, oh, as we were driving yesterday, and I'm like, I'm going to check and see. Oh, look, I'm going to check and see. Oh, I was like, oh, this is awesome. It was great. So congratulations again to that 100,000. Woo! And I'm going to look and see. I'm going to look and see where you are right now. Right now, this very instant. Let's see where you are, because I'm just going to. I bet, what did we at? 104,000. Let's see. 102,000. Look at that. 102,000. Way to go. That's awesome. It makes me giddy. I love when I can see other members in the community like just grow exponentially super fast. It is so cool to see. One day we'll get there, but hey, I'm cool. I love it. Say 2/3 the size is great to see less of the same thing. 100% less of the same thing. It was 2/3 the size. I don't even know if that, because remember, it went wall to wall and it went all the way back. So we could fit, there's probably 3 more rows on each side and it went all the way back. So I'm thinking there and then double. So I'm thinking, that's why I was thinking like a third. I think a third. That's what I'm thinking. Started last Saturday. That's what it was. So less than a week. I think I first saw it on Sunday or Monday there. So that's awesome. There it is. Go over there, check it out, add some more to it. It is crazy. It has been crazy, and it makes me so excited. Like you'd see it, feel it. I love it. I can't wait to see more. And what does it do? It just generates more people, more eyes on things, and hopefully you can start turning that into more things, because hey, that's what it's all about, right? Getting in front of more eyes. It was totally awesome. Someone else said ASI was a little smaller years, but they all had a good time. I had a great time. The 2 regrets that I had is apparently I didn't tell enough people I was going, because after the fact, and I posted pictures like, wait, you were there? We didn't see you. And I'm thinking for how small it was and we were there, I'm like, how did I miss people? So I need to make sure that I do a better job of that, to make sure when we're headed to shows to let people know, hey, we're running up here for it. And 2, I need to get a little better with time management, because we did great on time that, and everything fell in there, but I was going to do lunch, and then we were going to do a late lunch, and then I forgot, and then I didn't eat, and then I didn't get gas, and then I was looking at it. You play that game where you're like, okay, distance to E says that it's 42 miles and distance to home says it's 37. That is a challenge that I do not willing to accept, because it's like, and there's a gas station right outside of our addition, so it wouldn't be there. But I'm like, I don't mind playing the ETA challenge. It's like, tell me you're going to get there at 11:30, and I'm going to get there at 11:29. The DTE one, that one scares me, because I know you're actually more beyond that. You probably got another 5 or 10 miles after that. But that's the last thing I want to be, is stuck on the side of the road in 100-degree heat waiting for gas to get to me, because I was too hard-headed to pull off and get it. So as I noticed that, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take adjusted when I noticed that there was the blue sign. I don't know if it's that way everywhere, right? The ones that have services are blue signs, food, gas, hotel, lodging, whatever. It says food, gas, lodging. It said gas was up off the next exit. I'm like, oh yeah. I'd never taken that exit before. So I'm like, most of the time you get used to the driving the same way. I'd taken the exit after that and prior to that, but I hadn't taken that one. And I was like, oh, okay, gas one. It was like 6 miles down the road. I'm like, where the hell is this gas station? Because it was in some little town that was like 6 miles off the interstate. And I'm like, no, I usually only will stop at ones right off the interstate, so I get back on there. So even with that, I did beat my ETA. But I don't play that game. That one scares me to go that long without gas. It's one of those where I'm like, I don't know about this. But the other one, ETA time, yeah, that one's an easy one to play and beat. My goal is if I can stop and get there in the original time, then I did good. I did good on it. That's what we try and do there. All right. So this week, what did we get accomplished? We got a lot of transfers go out this week. A lot of rush orders that went out this week. A couple things. I was talking to somebody this morning. If you are doing DTF transfers or transfers in general, because I've noticed this through a couple different platforms, whether we're using screen printed transfers or we're using the DTF transfers or even vinyl transfers. Let me know in the comments if you've ran into this, where you've had your platen full of koozies. You have all your transfers on it. You close them. You're not using a cover sheet or anything, and you open them up, and your koozies sticking to the top there, right? I mean, I'm not the only one that has happened to. Now, I know I'm not the only one that's happened to because somebody asked me about it. They're like, did you use spray tack on these? Because some of them stuck to the top there. Well, of course. It made me laugh because, of course, we didn't use spray tack on them there. It just happens. You would heat, vacuum, moisture, anything can cause that to stick there. So, yes, cover sheet. Even with transfers, it says, you don't recommend using it with the cover sheet on there. Use blowout paper, use something because you can run into that, and then that can ruin some transfers, that can ruin some substrates, that can ruin some stuff. So keep that in mind, especially on koozies, because that's where I've noticed it more than anything at. Because I think it's so little, you pressure everything there with it. It has, it runs into it. We've noticed it on certain vinyls with certain shirts. What'll stick to it too. So yes, I know I'm not part of the cover sheet crew, and I should be. When we do Tuesday with Todd, people are like, you didn't use a cover sheet? What? I know, shocking. But sometimes I'm not part of the cover sheet crew. I should be. I've been doing it this long without it. It's hard to break that cycle. So think about that, cover sheets, when you're doing that. This weekend, Corey's got a girls' weekend, right? I just thought about that. She's got a girls' day tomorrow where, I don't know, beach and pool and pond, or I don't know. There's something with water and girls. I don't know. A girls' day. And then we've got, don't think anything on Sunday, but then next week, she heads out TumblerCon. She heads out on Wednesday. So Wednesday, she heads down to TumblerCon, and she's there, I think, until Monday. I think that's when she's flying back, is Monday there. She's taking the class on Saturday, but she's also working in the Crystal Ninja booth. So that'll be fun and exciting. I can't wait to see some content from that. So we got shirts all sent out, shipped out, ready to go for those. We should post those so that way you can see them now. They'll be available for sale in the booth and on the site. So Corey's working the booth at for Crystal Ninja for one of our bestest friends, Kelly. And then they're also, she's doing the all-day class on Saturday. And this all-day class, I guess they're going to do 3 tumblers. The class starts at like 8 in the morning and goes till 6. So, I mean, that's some dedication to some cups, man. 3 cups, you're going to do those in a day? I'm flabbergasted on how this is going to work out. I know Jerry Dyke's going to be down there because her and Jerry are going to meet up. So if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, TumblerCon is next weekend. And there's still chances I think all the classes are sold out, but you can still get in for the general admission tickets. They'll have vendors. I think vendors will be doing demos and booths and that. It'll be a typical vendor show. So you'll have that. But crafting, the big thing that I told her that I wanted her to do was I said, I need you to, just mingle with some of the other vendors, see what they're offering as far as wholesale pricing and what we can do to bring it in, because, we're still working on getting the storefront opened up, at least a little part of it. So we need to get stuff in there, moved around. So that way that's ready to go. It's going to be an interesting thing. But yeah, there's a lot of products I want to bring in that I want to find good, solid vendors for. I know we have some that we work with that are great, but I'm looking more for, I need a good epoxy vendor. If you know a good epoxy vendor that has wholesale accounts, let me know, because that's one thing that we're bringing. We do have the stuff from StarCraft that we can bring in, but it's not a true epoxy. So there's some projects that you just can't do with it. It does take more coats with it as well. So while it may work great for the projects like tumblers and such. When they want to do any kind of coatings and stuff or make solid pieces out of it, it's not the greatest for that. So we need to find a good epoxy vendor to bring for that. Yep. Yeah, right there. Yeah, the Pure Coat is great, but yes, not a real epoxy. And it is great for that, but there are some projects that it's just not going to work for it. Your friend Sarah, she's going down to TumblerCon. There's that one. There was another one that I think there was one in Florida that wasn't just last week or so, and it was kind of debating between the two. And TumblerCon is the one that she decided on. So that'll be this show for July, and then we have Printing United in October out in Vegas. So it's like the last week of October. I think like the 20th through the 22nd. It's a midweek thing. I think it's like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday type show. That's out in Vegas. So we're going to be heading out of there for that. And I think we're done for shows for the year. Unless TRW decides to do an open house. I'm looking at you, Pilar, Mateo. I need you guys to get on this. Second week in November is a great time for an open house down at the Rhinestone World because November is a great time to go down to Florida, and it's my birthday. So, if you can swing that down there, hey, we'll fly down for that and be able to have some fun. And, I'll come in, and if you need some classes taught on anything, I'm your dude. We can have a ball with stuff and just go in there for that. So, what I need everybody to do is just to reach out to Matt and the team over there at the Rhinestone World and say, hey, we want an open house in November. Why? Because we all deserve a break before the big holiday, right? Before Christmas gets here, we need that. Because Christmas will be here in 5 short months. In November, right before my birthday, that's usually when, things are getting nuts for us. Nuts to butts, and it is time for us to fly out of town. So if we can fly out of town for a weekend, go enjoy some sunny beach weather. It was not sunny last time we went down there. That is for sure. Now, it was great for us because I think it was in the 50s or 60s, and it was cold here. But to go down there, 50s and 60s, it was the people thought, that the apocalypse was coming. They're in parkas and stuff, and they were just not having it. And there was one night where it was windy and chilly, but for the most part, it was a riot. We had a great time. Went to a few different restaurants and ate some really great food. The crepes. Oh, remember those crepes? That little house restaurant type thing, Renee? Oh, that was so good. So, yeah, we definitely need to do that. You said Christmas, right? Here's the thing. Christmas, 5 months. I told people, if you look in our group, I already have, I think there's probably 10 or 12, maybe I think there's more than that, probably 10 or 15 at the pin post at the top. There's already Christmas products out here. I'm like, here's our best ones that we have selling. Here's ones that we want to have done. Supply chain issues are going to be a struggle again this year. If you know that you're going to sell something and you know that you're going to do good at it, bring it in now. Bring it in so that way you have it, because the last thing you want to do is not have it. And think about this. We're in July. July is almost over now. We got August, right? Your Christmas orders, they're going to dry up. Especially if you don't have a retail store. If you don't have a retail store, you're done with Christmas by the second week of December, because after that, you've got production time, shipping times, you got everything there to try and get those out there. It's just way stressful on you. So you're going to have stuff, I know people that done December 1st. I know people done on November 1st. I know ones that have done October 1st. It all depends on the products that they make. So you want to make sure that you're getting your stuff in there to get it out. As much as people don't want to say, hey, we're skipping over holidays to get to it. I understand that. You're skipping over Thanksgiving 100%. You're almost skipping over Halloween, and unless you're very specific on Halloween and that's your thing for it, you need to get it. We're going to start dropping our Christmas, bundles now, and we're going to probably do a bundle a month at least, so that way we can have them there. Because if I drop a bundle of Christmas DTF transfers and I drop it on the second week of December, what good does that do anybody? It doesn't. I need to be at least a month ahead of whatever holiday's coming up. Like back to school. That's what next week's one is, back to school stuff. Fall sports, all of that needs to start coming on, because you need to be ahead of that. If you need time to sell the product, I need to make sure that you have time to sell the product. So I need to get out there. So any of your stuff, same way for your customers, if you want to make sure that you have it, you need to order it. You need to get there. It just makes sense. Start looking at it now. You want to get those sales after it and go after it. Yes, those crepes were amazing, and that was 3 years ago. Oh shit. Give me the booth number. I'll be in there. I'll be a good little sales guy. Let me know. Get all the information to me because I can't wait to get it. If you don't know, right here, Mr. Matt over at DTF2U, that's who we got our DTF printer from. If you're looking for a commercial grade printer, I cannot stress the importance of buying from a US based vendor. I know way too many people who said, I'm going to save, $5,000, $3,000, whatever, and I'm going to buy direct from China. Okay. And you know how much time and money that they've wasted since then because they couldn't figure things out. They're staying up on China time trying to talk with people. They've blown heads and then they had to turn around and spend more money to get those. There's little to no support or warranty when you order direct from China. When you're buying from a US based vendor, okay, maybe you are buying the exact same printer and you're spending $5,000 to $10,000 more on it. Believe me, the service is worth that. I cannot stress that enough. The service behind it is worth it. And I will stand on the mountain and scream as loud as I can that of the best service that we have ever had on purchasing equipment has come from the guys over at DTF2U. Between Matt, between Super Rob, between Jay, which Jay, sorry, I missed out on you yesterday afternoon. Things got crazy. And then when I had some issues with the van, I'm like, I am not driving any farther than I need to. I need to get the hell home because the last thing I'll do is be broke down 2 hours from home. So next time you're up here, we'll meet up. But those three guys over there, or three of them, Keith's also over there and helps them out too. And who else am I missing? I'm sure you'll let me know who else I'm missing, Matt. But, you talk about sales, service, support. Dude, it's second to none. It's been the best experience that we've had completely, from buying, commercial equipment for that. And we've bought from some other people and had horrible experiences. And this one was great. This is something that if you are really wanting to get into DTF printing and take it seriously and get a commercial printer, these are the guys you need to talk to. I'm not bullshitting you there. I'm not trying to, even when I do get an affiliate code and I'm going to whore that out 100%, I'm telling you, I'm not doing it because of that. And because there will be a back into it, I'm doing it because I mean it. It's my struggle. We had issues. It was issues that they hadn't seen. It was issues that China hadn't seen. And guess what? They took care of me during that time. There was even though there was stuff, and I should have been totally pissed off that something was going on here. I couldn't be because of the service that was behind it. And you can't buy that when you're going straight from China. You just can't. You just can't do it. And I will fight anybody on that. I will fight you and kick you in your neck if you say, well, it just order from China. No, don't. You're not going to have that. And Matt, since you are here, if you are still here, I need to, we need to talk. There's two things that we need to talk about. Somebody mentioned glitter film. So I'm going to send you, maybe I'll give you a call. What's your day look like today? Because while I'm over there running the machine, I can give you a call. Glitter film and hot peel film. I had two other people reach out to me about hot pills, so let me know on that. But man, it was I'm telling you, the experience is second to none. We should be here in the next month or so. We'll bring Matt on a Tuesday with Todd, and we'll talk all about DTF commercial printing, if it's right for you, when you should do it, what steps you should take to get there. Me personally, I think you continue to buy transfers unless you're going to make it your big gig, because when you get the transfers, they're ready to press and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to worry about the machine, any of that. If you're printing and you're adding it to it where you're already printing signs, banners, things like that, it makes total sense to have it there. But it is pretty much, you need a person running that all the time to make it worth it. The converted ones, that's what we started with. They're great to dip your toes in it, but no, they're not a permanent solution. You're going to have more problems with them. So, that's something else to think about, on that. I started converted. I'm not bashing that by any means. I'm just saying that for the cost price point to get into that, the issues that you're going to have, the speed, start looking at the commercial ones for it. You'd love some 50 to 60 degree weather here. I wouldn't mind it here, when it's 100 to go out, but I'm sure you could really use it doing there. Yeah, see, you're already getting orders for Christmas, so that's great. And you have to start Christmas early. You have to start Christmas early. So we can continue on the Christmas talk next week. Like I said, we got plenty to do today. Here's the lineup for today. You got us. You've got two regular guys starting here at 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Central Standard Time over on tworegularguys.com. Then you have back in our success group at 11:30. You have the half with Eric and Aaron. And then Eric is live here this afternoon with the Take Up. I'll be live at 2 p.m. for our Christmas DTF bundle drop. You can always find us online, at fatdadcustomdesigns.com. Get all of our links over at fatdadcd.com. Peace, love, press on. You guys have a great day, and we will see you at 2 p.m. today. See you guys.